before you sign any contract, make sure you get a lawyer. Do not use the record label's lawyer as your own personal lawyer. There would be conflict of interest. So you can sing because you've been singing since you were a child, or you can actually rap, or people have told you you really have a great voice. You've been trying for a long time to put your music out there so that someone can notice you, a record label can notice you and sign you up to their label. And your dreams have finally come true because the CEO of a record label just approached you or sent you a message and told you that they would like to sign you to their record label. Before you actually sign that contract, you should know about the music industry and the kind of contracts that are available. So hi guys, welcome to The Smiling Professor. My name is Dr. Bukola, and today we're going to discuss the music industry and the type of music contracts that are available. A music contract is normally done between an artist and a record label, and it actually contains a lot of details, which includes information about who owns the rights to the music, the royalties that will be involved, how much each of the parties is going to collect for touring, how much they might collect for merchandising, how much they will also collect when it comes to licensing, who has the intellectual property rights, and how the money generated would actually be distributed within the artist and the record label and others that may be involved. The main reason why some people want to actually get a record deal is because they want to collect a payment that is known as advance. What people don't understand that advance is a payment made to the artist before they actually release their album. So a lot of people who are in the music industry may actually get an advance from their record label in order to help them release their music. But depending on the contract you have, sometimes you may have to pay this money back. Unlike the popular belief, this is not actually free money. So the record label is giving you this money in order to make you comfortable enough to make the music, and when the music has been released, they are going to recuperate this money from the sales of the music. But because some people don't understand this fact, or some artists may not understand this, when they get the advance, they spend it on luxurious things. So they buy luxury cars, they buy big houses and things like that, without understanding that this advance is actually a loan that the record label is giving to you, because technically you have to pay it back. It's just that in this case, the way you're going to pay it back is by the sales from your music. Another important factor you should pay attention to if you are a new artist about to sign a record deal is the royalties. So this is the payment made to the artists or the songwriters or parties that have been involved in the making of the music. Not all musicians actually write their own songs, or rappers write their own raps. So everyone who have been involved in the making of the music would get a portion of the sale from the music. And most times the record label also share in this payment. So you should read your contract and understand how much royalties you're going to be getting, especially if you're the one going to be making the music. If you are a songwriter yourself and you're able to make your own music, you should know how much or what percentage of the payment will be coming to you. Or would you even have any percentage at all? Or is it that you're going to make this music and you will not get any royalty from it? This is something you should understand because it's going to help you to plan. I'm sure you heard about various musicians that after a while, when they're no longer popular, they start struggling financially. Some of the reason may be that they don't have any royalties from the music that they sang a couple of years ago, depending on the kind of contracts they had. So maybe their contract said that they were going to get a one-time payment and no royalties from their music. So after they stop being popular and people no longer come to watch their shows or buy their music, they're not able to get any income. So please understand the payment structure as it relates to the royalties. Another thing you should understand is who is going to be paying for the promotion. So as with everything, you have to promote your music. I think people really underestimate how much the record label and sometimes the artist spend on promotion. Don Jazzy just recently did an interview and they were asking him why he doesn't sign more artists. And one thing he said was that if he signs anyone to his record label, he's already budgeting 50 to 100 million naira on promoting that artist. So if one of the biggest record label in Nigerian music and one of our biggest CEO, Don Jazzy, budgets 50 to 100 million naira on promotion, it tells you how much the record label actually spend on their artists. So now, how does this relate to the artist when it comes to finances? So sometimes your contract would say that, yes, the record label is going to invest 50 to 100 million promoting your music, but they would have to recuperate it back from the sales gotten from your music. So what does this mean? All the expenses that they have spent promoting your music, they would actually have to collect it back once the music starts selling. So what record labels do nowadays, depending on your contract, is that they make their artists sign a deal that is not only focused on music. So it's called a 360 deal. What does this mean? They are taking a portion of not just the music sale, but when you go touring, they take a portion of that. When you sell any merchandise, they take a portion of that. They take a portion of licensing. Sometimes they would say, even you as an artist, even if you go and feature in a movie or in any TV program, a portion of your payment would have to go to your record label. If you're liking this video so far, please click the like button and leave a comment down in the comment section below because it helps boost the video. And don't forget to share it with your family and friends. Now let's go back to our topic of discussion. Another important information you should know is the duration of your contract and what the expectations are. So depending on the record label, you may be signed to a contract for a number of years. So for instance, for 10 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. And something that you should understand is, as with everything, the music industry is always evolving. So there's no guarantee that in 10 years' time, your music would be as popular as it is today. Or your contract may actually say the number of albums you are supposed to produce under that record label. So sometimes it may involve 5 albums, 6 albums, 7 albums, depending on what your contract says. So please pay attention. One very important thing you should pay attention to when you're signing your record contract is who will own the master recording. So what is a master recording? A master recording is the original recording of the song. If you watch TV programs or movies, you notice that sometimes they play music or popular music, and for them to be able to play this music, they have to pay whoever has the master recording license. So they have to pay a royalty. So whoever has the copyright of that particular music. So what this means is anytime that music is played, whoever has the copyright of that music gets paid. So now, in your record contract, they will tell you that it's either the record label has the master recording or you would be the owner. For obvious reasons, you should try to own your master recording because you can still get payments for your work even after you stop being popular, or it could be something that could generate money for your family even after a couple of years. So it's a constant stream of income. But most times people don't pay attention to this. They just sign because the record label have put in a large amount of money in front of them and they just sign the documents. And this leads to a very important advice. Please, before you sign any contract, make sure you get a lawyer. Do not use the record label's lawyer as your own personal lawyer. There would be conflict of interest. And don't forget, the record label has way more money than you do, and the lawyer may not be acting in your best interest. So please, before you sign any contracts, any music contracts, get a lawyer to read the contract. Understand what the conditions of the contract is, how much royalty you're going to be getting, how much will be spent on promotion, who would own the master recording. These are things that are really, really important. This is where I'm going to end this video today. I have tried my best to simplify the music industry and different types of detail you should pay attention to when it comes to your contract. If you want me to discuss different type of music contracts, please let me know down in the comment section below. Or would you rather me discuss next week the shady side of the music industry? Please let me know down below. So the goal of this channel is to make learning fun. If you have something to add to this conversation, if you're a recording artist yourself, or you just want to contribute, please put your comment down below. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for being here. Please consider subscribing and click the notification bell so you know when I upload. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here. I want to say thank you to everybody who subscribed to my channel so far. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you always know when I upload. Thanks guys. See you next week. Bye guys.